Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me once again. So I'm going to try my best to try to understand and pronounce this person's name. It's supposed to be some actor from the Netflix show Orange is the New Black, Lea Delaria. I can't help but wanting to say Lea Malaria. Okay, yeah, and apparently she is a female, and I'm going to try my best to show you a picture of this person. Went on a tyrant on social media, TikTok and Instagram social media outlets, essentially ticked off at the fact that former President Trump has gotten immunity for at least September 11th for his sentencing. It's been delayed due to the fact that the Supreme Court has ruled presidential immunity for Trump. And so they're delaying his sentence to September 11th. Doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to sentence him or any of that. He's just been delayed, okay? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This malaria person, Delaria or whatever, just went off on social media, okay, and said some things that are totally unacceptable. This had been anyone else saying this, they would have been canceled big time. So I have a written transcript of what this person says. So I'm going to read that. But before I do that, I'm going to try to show you a picture of this person. When I first saw this, hopefully you can see this. Okay, that's supposed to be a female. And I don't know where this person was at the time. I don't know if they was in a meeting or what. But I'm in a meeting, but doing a talk show or what. But when I saw that, I was like, I thought it was a male. Then when I read it was a female, I was like, it makes all the sense. It makes sense because radicals. I'm going to say that radicals are weird. They're weird people. They're very weird. Okay, all right, and let's get right into this, because when you hear what this person has to say, I would be hard pressed for anyone to defend this. But actress Lea Delaria, who played Bing Boo on Netflix's Orange is the New Black, and I've never even heard of this person. I've never even heard of the show Orange is New Black. As a matter of fact, I may have, how you whiz through to try to find something that you want to see. I don't watch Netflix that much, particularly their original show movies. I don't really watch that much as I used to because a lot of it is just so woke, it's ridiculous. Orange is the New Black, I think I may have seen the title and had no desire whatsoever to want to see it because I just knew deep in my heart it was probably something super woke. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. But anyway, Netflix's Orange is the New Black literally called upon President Joe Biden to, I'm going to put it like this, unalive former President Donald Trump this week in response to the Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity. Boy, these people are crazy. In a social media post shared on Instagram and TikTok, Malaria went on an unhinged rant against former President Trump and begged Joe Biden to take him out as an act of war. Okay. Now I'm changing up some of the words because I don't want this to get flagged or to get censored or deleted or whatever. Okay, got to watch everything you say now. Got to watch everything you say. Anyway, this is what this person supposedly said. Joe, you're a reasonable man, she said in a post that garnered over 9,000 likes. Oh my God. Well, you know what? I'm not going to even say oh my God. Because. If you listen to the radical left and receive what they say as sensible, then of course you want to like it. So, not saying anyone here was watching this video, but okay, yeah, okay. They would like it. Anyway, she continues, you don't want to do this, but here's the reality. This is an effing war. This is a war now, and we are fighting for our effing country. And these a-holes are going to take it away. They're going to take it away. And before I even go any further, I can't help but wonder in what way are conservatives and Trump, if he does get elected or whatever, reelected, in what way are they going to take it away? I'm going to go into the details of that. I'm trying to figure that out because I have my own opinion on what these radical liberals really think that Trump and conservatives are going to take away from them. Okay. Thank you, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Uncle Thomas. But whatever. Joe, you now have the right to take that BITCH Trump out. Take him out, Joe. If he was Hitler, now think about it. This is what this transcript is saying. This person was saying, take him out. What do you think that means? You can't say that's a metaphor. You can't say, oh, that's just symbolic. What do you mean by take him out? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. Goes on to say, if he was Hitler and this was 1940, would you take him out? Well, he is Hitler. And this, woo, these people are weird, man. And this is 1940. Take him the F out. Blow him up, or they'll blow us up. Facts, she added. I'm not making this stuff up. Delaria justified these actions as an act of war. It's all out war now. They will destroy us. They only want power, like all tyrants. F them. The word F them is in big capital letters, okay? Okay, all right. And if any of you a-holes want to death threat me like you have been doing for my entire life, bring it on, B.I.B. I'm Sicilian. I know how to play that game, she said. Wow. All because he was granted immunity till September 11th. This is what this is coming from. Comments on the post were overwhelmingly negative, with people saying that Delaria had a psychotic break. Well, she got supposedly 9,000 likes. 9,000 likes. Or who were these people? Was it just one person pressing all the likes until it came to 9,000? I don't know. But that sounds disturbing to me when you have 9,000 people that actually liked what she said. This is the country we live in. This sounds threatening and harmful to an ex-president. Is that legal? Wouldn't that be domestic terrorism? One commentator said. I agree. Who are you and what are you famous for? That's what I asked. Also, did you just publicly call for the president of the United States to unalive his political opponent? If you want third world stuff to happen, move to a third world country. Dear Jesus, hope you have an amazing lawyer. You can delete this, but the internet lasts forever, and you just told the entire internet to unalive someone, said another. End of article. Yeah, I just had to read that, and I just had to read it. I had to because I just wanted to say something about this person who I never heard of. Okay, and it might be probably a good idea that a lot of people never heard of this person because, if someone like that was very popular, I mean, although we have had celebrities make their threats to President Trump, what was that female comedian's name that held a severed head of his up? Yeah, that wasn't funny, boo-boo, because that messed up your whole career. You might want to get in contact with all your liberal friends, radical liberal, blue hair, pink hair, purple hair friends, and ask them to help you because that didn't help you at all, boo. Now you're struggling financially. You're struggling to try to get your popularity back up. I'm just saying. It's probably a good thing that this person is not very well known because if they were well known, the opposition to what she said would be even worse. But this is what I surmise from this person. And I'm trying to be nice about this. Like I told you before in the last video, I've been criticized for being insensitive, from a friend of mine. So I try to be, I try to monitor that. I'm trying to be a little bit better at that. But I really want to go off on this person. I really do. I want to call this person all kinds of names and just dog them out. I will say this much thing. They are unhinged and mentally ill. I'll say that. Because no one in their right mind could be is that messed up that they think that. But here's the deal. This is what I believe radical people like this mean when they say he's going to take our effing country from us. It's interesting to me because conservatives have one view of America. And when I say conservatives, I'm not talking about the politicians necessarily, because a lot of these politicians are more concerned about a lot of these so-called conservatives and Republican politicians are more concerned about foreign policy than they are about regular people. Okay, they spin that idea, but these are what we conservatives call neocons anyway. They're more concerned about foreign policy. But anyway, I'm talking about regular day-to-day conservatives, okay? It's amazing to me because what regular everyday conservatives want and what radical liberals want for America is two different worldviews. Two different worldviews. These radicals, like people like this woman here, okay, I'm almost having a hard time calling this a woman, calling this person a woman. It does not look like a woman. I can't help but wonder if she's, but anyway. What they want, people like this want, when they say they're going to take our country from us, what they're really saying is that, talking about the radicals, is that if people like Trump and conservatives have their way, they're going to take our freedoms away from us and I'm just going to be real with you. I'm not saying all of them are like this, but they don't have any morals. They don't believe in absolute right or wrong, okay? They believe in circumstantial ethics, okay, situational ethics. They're going to take away our right to be petties. I'm just going to say it. They're going to take away our right to mess with the wrong, they're going to, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. They're going to take that away from us. These people are sick and demented. They're going to take away our right to commit physical acts of violence against people that oppose our views. They're going to take away our right to push radical LGBTQ LMNOP worldviews on children in the schools, in movies, in cartoons, and in everywhere you go, even in the churches. They're going to take that right away from us. That's how the radical left sees America. That's how they see freedom. Okay? That's what this person fears. If Trump gets in office, gets reelected, I don't believe for once that he's going to wage physical war on these people, or that conservatives are going to say, okay, let's just start rounding up. No, they got the concentration camps for conservatives. Because here's the deal. What people don't fail to realize is they do a little homework and do a little reading, they might know that just about a large number of names of conservatives are on the FBI's most wanted list. Did you know that? There are hardly any leftist people on there, and hardly any radicals on the FBI's FBI's domestic violence. I'm not most wanted list, but domestic violence terrorist list. No. It's all conservative, just about all conservatives, because of the potentiality for a domestic terrorism, the potentiality for that, But yet the radical left have been committing acts of terrorism for decades in this country. But you focus on conservatives? That shows you that these concentration camps that supposedly are scattered throughout this country are for conservatives and people who will not give in to the communist revolution. That's what that's all about. People like this are angry that their freedoms to be freaks are going to be taken from them. That's how I see it, in my opinion. These people are freaky. They're disturbed. They're disturbed psychologically. You can't have a discussion with them. You can't sit and have a discussion with people like this because they're not in a mindset to have a logical discussion with you about what is right and what is wrong and what is good. You can sit up and say, well, you know what? I think it's wrong for them to push this kind of extreme views, sexual views on children in the school. They should be teaching math and history and science. They don't want to hear that. They will find some reason to say, no. See, people like this, one of the things that they see conservatives doing is putting things like the Ten Commandments back in the schools. That's a problem for them. See, they want that out of the school, not because of, it's not about religion. That's a bunch of bull crap. They say, well, separation of church and state. I don't think that's what they think. What I think, in my opinion, a lot of these radicals really feel about this is that when you start putting the Ten Commandments back up in the schools and putting the Ten Commandments in public places and so forth, it convicts them. It's like a mirror in their face. Thou shalt not steal. They do it all the time. Thou shalt not kill. They do it all the time. Thou shalt not commit adultery. They do it all the time. And find justification for it. So to put the Ten Commandments back up in the schools and put the Ten Commandments back up in federal buildings all over the country or certain buildings all over the country, don't do that. That's a mirror to us. These radicals, I'm keep emphasizing that, don't want to be convicted in their heart and mind over the darkness of their own heart. They want freedom to be freaks. Okay, I'm trying to be nice about this. They want freedom to be freaks. And they fear Trump getting reelected is going to taper that off. And in reality, when you really look at it, I mean, is he really going to do that? Because Trump supports. He's a moderate when it comes to the LGBT community. I've seen pictures of him with the rainbow flag. You know, I've seen him with all of that, so he's moderate on that. Now, I believe he's against them pushing it in the kids in the school and critical race theory and all of that, but he's moderate on that. So I don't know what they're fearing. If he starts saying, think about it. They know, these radicals know that Trump supports the LGBT community, right? They've seen him with the rainbow flag. They know that. So what's the problem? Okay, when they say things like, "Oh, he's going to persecute the LGBT community," and do. What's the problem when you clearly know he supports you? I'll tell you what I personally believe the problem is, and I'll say it again. It's because they want the kids, and they know Trump is against that, and he will stop that. I guarantee you, every last one of you that's watching this video, you know I'm telling the truth. You might not like it, but you know I'm telling the truth. Because what other reason would they be mad about him? Why would the LGBT community be upset with Trump? Why would they be angry with what he has said and supports them? Why would they be angry with him? Because they want your children. That's why. They want the schools. They want to poison the minds of our children. And Trump will get in the way of that. That's why they're upset. These people are nasty, okay? They're nasty. They really are. And they need help. They need the Lord. They need to be born again and repent. They need all of that, okay? They need all of that, okay? And people like this, Lea Delaria, whatever her name is, has a serious issue of threatening a sitting president to be unalived. I mean, that right there is absolutely insane. If there had been anyone else, they would have been counseled before they even got the next sentence out. Tell me I'm wrong. They would have been. They would have been. So I just wanted to say something about this because it's people like this, individuals like this, that incite and provoke unstable minds. People who are already unstable that listen to these kind of posts and on social media, and they're already unstable. They're not sure who they are, where they are, what they want to do, or whatever, what their political views are. They don't have any identity. It's people like this, okay, this woman. It's people like her ranting and raving about F him and F them, and you want to commit acts of violence, I'm Sicilian, I know how to do that. Oh, you telling me you telling me you mafia? I mean, is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling the people, that you mafia? It's stuff like that, you know, really? Come on, man. Come on. But I guess they're gonna just skate this person past, and she'll probably be like the person, she'll probably delete all of that. But like that other person said, the other commentator said, internet is forever, boo-boo. We didn't read what you said. I read what you said in the article. I know you said it. I know it's not made up. I know it's not fabricated. I know it's not AI. I don't want to hear that. I know how you look. I know who you are. and you said some horrible things. Now, how's that going to get back at you? What are going to be the consequences of that? When you start telling people that Joe Biden needs to unalive a sitting president. Well, I mean, here's the deal. Let me close this because this went over, because, man, there's so much here. In an indirect way, this person knows that Biden is not going to do that. Regardless of how much Biden might dislike Trump and how the Democrats might dislike Trump, that's probably not going to be the issue. But as I said before, an unstable person listening to this crap, this vomit, this cow boo-boo, okay, that's coming out this person's mouth, if you want to call it that, they're going to listen to this with their unstable minds and unstable emotions, okay? And they're going to try to do something that they ought not do. Why do I say that? Because I've done a video about this 2 years ago, about someone who got radicalized and tried to, by the radical left, and tried to run down a person. I think he might have killed the person with his car, and said he did it, and I'm paraphrasing it, because the person was a Republican. Look it up in my archives. I did a video on that. So what am I saying? That something like this may happen in the future with an unstable person who reads that or listens to that foolishness, that garbage. Because President Trump ain't going to do it. I mean, President Biden's not going to do it. The Democratic Party's not going to directly do it. And I'll end it on this. They won't directly do it, but I do believe that they're sick enough to hire somebody and pay somebody to do something crazy. I really believe that, man. I hate to be so cynical, but this is the direction this country is going. People are so unhinged. And I'm not saying there aren't some conservatives that are unhinged. I believe there are some conservatives that are unhinged. And I don't want to be a part of none of that. Okay? You're a radical, and I don't want to be a part of a radical. But how is having morals and principles radical? It's a doggone shame when we live in a country where someone that simply believes that children should be left alone in the schools with this sexual stuff, and that's radical. Oh my God. You know we messed up. When we get to that point, that's radical? No, that's common sense. That's morality. Have everyone forgotten what morality is? Probably so. I don't know. Common sense stuff, really. Common sense stuff. But this country has been so disenfranchised from common morals and values that they don't know how to say this is right and this is wrong. They don't know how to say it. But I'm one of the last few YouTubers who may not be the best YouTuber, but I'm going to tell you what I feel, and I'm going to tell you the truth, period, bottom line. People don't like it. Hey, you don't got to listen to my videos. People doing that. My videos haven't been spreading much. The last few, the numbers have been low, and it can't be because of the subjects that I'm talking about. Somebody probably shadow banning me, but see, I do what I do because I love to do it. I don't get paid for it. I don't get a lot of views for it. I don't get a lot of likes for it. I don't get a lot of comments for it, and a lot of times the comments are negative. But at the end of the day, I do what I do because I like to do it. And at the end of the day, people can get upset all they want to, but they know deep in their heart that I'm telling the truth. They just don't like it. It's convicting them. It's exposing them. It's a mirror to them, and they don't like it. All I'm going to do is say, I'm tough. That's all I'm going to say is tough. Okay? I stand on what I believe, and that's what it is. Now, if I make a mistake or an error in something factual, I apologize for that, and I'll come back and correct that. Because I'm humble enough to admit when I'm wrong about a certain subject. But if I've been reading and studying and seeing all the resources on a particular subject, and I speak on it, I'm going to stand on it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, what do you think about this Delaria, Malaria, Petua, whoever this person is, and the rant that they just gave? Do you think they were serious, or were they just making a metaphor, or what? I think the person was being serious. Okay? And it's really, really disturbing. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.